let's talk about Giannis a little bit. Pathways to trading for Giannis Antetokounmpo. It feels like we have finalists, if we want to word it that way. Um, the Heat, the Timberwolves, the Warriors. I don't think their package is super appealing personally, but Heat, Warriors, and Timberwolves are seemingly the three. Maybe there's a dark horse out there like a Toronto or something like that, but I don't know. Which teams or which team rather has the cleanest pathway you think to getting Giannis of the ones mentioned?
Of those three, it's definitely the Warriors. Not only because they have all their picks, so they could make the assets work and to satisfy a deal. They have other ways they could go about it. Obviously, Jimmy Butler is the cleanest swap, but they could also do Draymond and Kaminga, so that gets the Bucks a little more value. Draymond could go to a third team to get the Bucks a little more stuff, save a little bit more money. So the Warriors have the easiest one. The Heat are like second, I would say, where they don't have as many picks as the Warriors, but they have a little better players and they could make the money work pretty easily. Then with the Wolves, it's kind of tied with the Knicks, where the Bucks could do a two-team trade with the Wolves if they want to take on McDaniels, who I'm sure they'd like, but then also Randall or Gobert or whoever else
Mhm.
might be, and then maybe try to figure out the rest later. Uh, but more realistically, the Wolves are probably going to want to try to get certain players, certain draft picks now, then do those moves later.